the Discord.
Good evening, everybody. It's Preston and company. We have Diane here.
Hello.
And Danny and John.
Hello.
Robert. We have the gang. The gang is here. And
Larry.
We got some script
not showing up.
Yeah, and we were just before we went live, we were looking at Frontier Crucible, a new novel by Ken Fulton on Amazon.
Apparently casting Armie Hammer.
Casting Armie Hammer in the novelization, which is always cool.
Yeah. Do you cast people for novels?
I thought that was weird, but I guess you do for SEO. Like, I understand SEO. SEO is all about, how much people searching. Therefore, people are searching for Armie Hammer, I guess. I mean, at some level. And here we are. But we got some cool scripts. I think I finished issue 2 of Lords of Iron. I can show it to you.
A little bit of news before we start.
Go ahead.
I was just invited to give a topic at a conference on writing comic scripts.
Yay!
What's the forum?
Write Hive. It's an online conference.
Okay.
Like a writers conference. I participated a couple of years ago.
Okay.
In a really good self-publishing panel. And got an invite the other day to participate in this year's iteration.
Okay.
Congratulations.
I'm expecting to enter into what may end up being what I expect to be. What I expect to be my most profitable movie deal yet. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Did you finally license one of Draco's scripts? Oh, you don't need to because it's generated by AI.
Yes, exactly. I don't know that would necessarily be a profitable movie deal. I mean, it would be a movie.
I don't know. Sentient Tank.
I mean, sure, but first he would have to finish the story. Otherwise, I'd just be making a short of 10 pages.
Well, and there wouldn't be an end or really a middle.
Yeah. Lots of characters, though.
Or a theme.
There would be characters coming out of nowhere.
Or a hook.
And stuff. Or hook. But
things, the tension.
I think a lot of the action description in that one was smell-based. Because everyone knows we smell our digital films.
But the tension will be palatable.
Yeah.
It would. Yes. It would. You could palpate the heck out of that tension.
So Diane and I Miles, Miles.
I do know Miles.
Yes, he made some really low budget westerns, and good on him for having completed movies and stuff.
I admire his gumption.
Yes.
Yeah.
He kept giving us scripts, and we were like, "These."
Yeah, there was one script where he was like, "What do you think of this?" And I'm like, "Well, you need to fix it here, here, and here." And then next time we just shot it. I'm like, "Okay," or just ignore me and just do the thing.
I mean, honestly, if you can afford to pay people to produce anything, you will have a library of stuff you've produced, and you will level up your production crew.
Yes.
And presumably your producers and your
yeah.
It's not like there's no market for westerns. There clearly has been for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Wild Bill literally traveled the world selling the idea of the western.
Yeah. But and we're talking because these westerns. Well, one I watched the first bit of. And the opening, I thought was pretty good. We had a rodeo cowboy who has substance issues and gets in a car wreck. I'm like, okay, well that's where does this story go?
That was great.
That was okay, yeah.
Great cold opening.
And then we went off into
environmentalism.
Yeah, there were these people who represented some kind of big company who wanted land rights, and we had to stop them. Not related to the cowboy. And I was like, well, how was this? Where did we go? And
didn't they just have a murder?
Yeah.
Isn't that an old production trick though from direct to video where you have 10 to 15 minutes of real movie show your opening credits and hope the buyers have stopped watching by then. They're like, yeah, this is the movie.
Well, that's pre-algorithm though. So if you made the sale of the video cassette or the DVD, you're done. You don't have to prove anything else.
Yeah.
Well, it would be the same thing to digital though, right? Like sell it for a flat rate for the rights and move on to the next project.
Well, the distributors came back and said, apparently, we'll give you this much, but if you could give us more Rodeo Cowboy, we'll give you probably more. And so now I may be stepping in
Script doctoring
to do a bit of script doctoring and paying for some extra scenes and looking at the work and going, let's cut out these parts here and maybe put more of these parts over here. And
So hold on, is this a film that's made and you're basically reshooting like 80% of it?
I don't know the percentage, but this is a film that's made. Yes.
Oh wow.
Okay. Well, do you get something in writing for what you're likely to get out of the distributors? Or else
of course, yeah.
Throwing good money after bad.
Yeah. No. It's. I'm going to negotiate that. My money is going to be the first money that comes back.
Yeah, that's smart.
Good luck.
Look, no, everybody else put their money in, and they made that movie over there, which apparently isn't the best sellable movie in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come in and I'm going to make it a way more saleable movie, and in exchange, the first money that distributor pays in goes to me, and after I'm paid back, well, you guys plus a little bit, the rest of you guys can divvy up whatever's left. Thank you very much. That's the movie deal I'm going to make.
So
anyway.
Barry Corman.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
Super.
Well, remember, get paid off gross, not net.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm looking to do.
Back when he would buy incomplete movies from Italy.
Look, Corman. I learned this from Corman, who John recommended to me his book a long time ago, and I read that, and he's like, the most profitable movie deals you ever can enter into are where they've already shot the movie, and they can't quite move it. Because then they're ready to deal, and they already have a movie. You just have to fix it.
Yeah. That's what he did with a lot of Italian films.
Yeah.
He just hey, I have this film, can't move it.
Yeah.
Half of it or most of it is basically done. Just fix it around, move it around.
And Corman was like, even if the movie is completely incomprehensible, you can just fix it by just adding a narrator. Adding like a crypt keeper or something who's sitting in a rocking chair going, I remember when this happened, and then now you have a plot,
Yeah, a narrator is a good way to hack it together.
Yeah.
Blade Runner that saved Blade Runner.
Yeah.
I mean, saved? The narration was terrible in Blade Runner. It's notoriously quite bad.
That's the argument. They couldn't make the deal to distribute it without that narration.
Oh yeah, no, for distribution, 100%. Everyone hates that version.
Which one?
The Blade Runner with the narrator.
That's the first version.
The very first
one.
Yeah,
the theatrical cut of Blade Runner, which I think is fine, quite honestly. But Danny is saying no.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
There's a different version that City TV used to play every year on New Year's. That's the one I know. That's the second version or whatever that doesn't have that.
The director's cut.
I don't know.
It's not the director's cut.
There's the final.
I'm not a Blade Runner nerd. I know there's a lot of versions.
Yeah, there's about 3 or 4 cuts.
Yeah,
well, it's Ridley Scott. He can't stop.
Yeah.
So my favorite's the final cut. So.
But yeah, no, Blade Runner is it was a bit of a classic for my generation because it was a thing on,
of course,
the biggest stations in the country. That used to be midnight movies constantly, but that was on the regular rotation there. And yeah, it's not the one with the narration.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Daryl, who we read his Dixie Dynamite, read the first 30 pages, and he thanked us profusely for all the feedback, said he made copious notes, and he's like, if you want, I got another script. And I'm like, well, we do seem to be in need of scripts these days. So here we go. We have Be a Legend.
Yes, I'm sorry. I've been busy with other things.
I that wasn't even directed at you, John. I don't know why you're apologizing. But,
I've been busy with other stuff.
Why are you apologizing, John?
Yeah, I've been busy with other stuff too.
Yeah.
I've been busy.
All right. Exterior, island, night. 3 security personnel in all black quasi-military gear split into paths as they enter lush vegetation and growth. Each wears night vision goggles, carries a semi-automatic weapon, and has an earpiece. They make their way further into the vegetation.
Any sightings?
Really hope vegetation sounds spoopy.
Yeah.
Any sightings? Report to me immediately.
Roger that.
Security personnel number 3 steps into a slight opening and adjusts his goggles. 100 yards away, Derek is bent over, hands on knees.
He is. Roar.
He sure is.
Oh, is this going to be a Don Lemon script? Let's go.
Yeah.
Winnie.
He lifts the weapon to his eyes and views Derek, THRU, the scope.
I'm number 2. I don't know who number 3
Suspect
is.
sighted.
No,
Shot available.
John's number 3.
Okay.
Please confirm engagement protocol. I repeat, suspect in my sights.
Oh,
Fades black. Exterior, the lunch hotspot. Day, Super, May 2021. An outdoor cafe buzzes in law. The hustle and bustle of a restaurant scene bouncing back from COVID swirls around the packed eatery as the scene settles on a table
Wait,
near the
I
back.
thought law was
LA?
under lockdown for like 15 years after COVID.
It's still under lockdown. I don't know.
It's always been under lockdown.
Well, it does say May 2021. It does.
Yeah,
say
but weren't they like one of the last states to open up? Or
Well,
maybe
okay,
it's just
but-
because I live in Florida and we said like screw
Look,
COVID
this
after 2
movie
weeks.
is set in May 2021, and LA is under lockdown. Do you have some note about that?
Well, that I guess that's my question. Is I thought it was still under lockdown, and this
And
is
it is.
In
saying
May
it's bouncing back.
2021, stuff was definitely opening up rather substantially.
Yes.
in Los Angeles. Because that was my question.
Probably.
Because I thought they were one of the
Especially,
last.
Of all the technical notes John has to throw out, was LA really that free in May? Maybe it wasn't. All right, I don't know, but for the purpose of this movie, it is.
Okay, fine.
All right, thank you. Fine.
Sorry.
Swirls around the packed eatery as the scene settles on a table near the back of the seating area.
I'm Jerry Seinfeld. Okay.
Do the impression.
I don't know why you insist on the worst table every time we eat here.
I do it for you.
Oh, you for me?
It is, and I got nominated for anything this year. So no one's gonna play a wit of attention to me, but you're Jerry Seinfeld. Someone always wants to talk to you. God forbid we not know what Jerry Seinfeld thinks about being able to eat out in public again. But is anyone interested on how the world is on a verge of mass extinction with this infection? And who's behind it? Not in this town. God forbid a girl have some outside of the box theories.
Outside the box, I swear. I think you and Alex Jones are text buddies somewhere with these ideas that come out of nowhere.
That's actually really good.
A table for 3 a few feet away is seated. Arnold Schwarzenegger and 2 men.
Where's Avery?
Look, if we accepted everything Mulby wrote, this is fine.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, is this Moby?
I mean, Moby would do shit like that, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, except these people are actually alive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and 2 masked men, one in his mid-40s, very attractive and presidential in his aura, and an overweight black man.
So are there
Okay.
three?
There's a lot going on in that sentence, and that sentence is a problem.
Two masked men. Very
So
there's 4
yeah,
people at the
four
table.
people. Oh no, and an
Who
overweight
is not
black man.
wearing
That's
a
4.
mask.
Yeah.
4 people.
Yeah. We
Yeah, there's
know
4
Arnold's not
people.
wearing a mask because the sentence started with Arnold Schwarzenegger and 2 masked men.
Yeah.
And a
And
fat
then
guy.
All
fat
right,
guy.
I just want to put out so some technical notes here. Let me get to them while. All right. So first off, I don't know what's up with your justification, but this needs to be centered as opposed to trailing off to the right the way
You
it
tabbed it. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, this is tabbed as opposed to like properly centered and justified. Okay, so this shot here, we have Jerry talking here and Jerry talking here, and this action doesn't call for anything. All these people are doing is sitting at a table. That's not really an action. So what, Jerry's talking and then we cut away, oh hey, there's Arnold Schwarzenegger at a table and then he's talking again.
That is one way to make a movie.
Yeah, that's a little
Well, they
strange.
do, you know, that's you in
It's
Final Draft,
page
it's
2.
called General. You know,
It's
just the
page 2.
atmosphere.
This could turn into something relevant. Let's read more and find out. Jerry has a lot.
However, I am an interesting conversation, I must say.
Eh?
What's with the I entranced you with witty and wise conversation for decades.
Yeah, it was cute the first year I knew you,
And
it seems a little predictable and performative after that.
after that, for how long?
Until today, pretty much.
Oh my God.
What? What do you want from me?
Well, why do you always do lunch together if I'm so predictable and performative?
Julia's stares down.
I made a cracker.
Arnold devours a steak sandwich, talking with his mouth open to JFK and Notorious B.I.G.
What?
seated opposite him, both wearing masks. Why didn't you tell us that the first time?
Yeah.
Notorious B.I.G., who you can't cast because he's dead.
So is JFK.
I think it's a guy wearing a Notorious B.I.G. mask is what I meant.
No, it's a different guy.
Yeah,
No
there's
way.
a fat
No, it
guy
isn't.
in Notorious B.I.G. Okay, whatever. Removes his sunglasses. Let's go.
Yeah.
So
Why is Julia in VO when she's whatever?
I don't know.
She's voiceovering this other table as they're eating.
I see.
So,
She stares down the table of 3. So we're staring with Julia's POV.
Okay, so we can talk about me. Hey, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I swear to God, that has to be JFK over there with Arnold. Even with a mask, but I know those Kennedy baby blues from a mile away.
Return to Jerry and Julia table perspective. Don't edit in your script.
What? You can tell those are Kennedy blues?
Yeah, you know that I have a thing for John Jr. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
You're microdosing mushrooms again, aren't you?
No, not today anyway, seriously. And the bodyguard is fucking Christopher Wallace.
Christopher Wallace?
God, you're the whitest Jew in town, the Notorious B.I.G.
Oh, yeah, of course, Big Papa.
Shoshana was the Biggie Smalls fan, was she?
She was when we met.
She was senior in high school that day, right?
Biggie was on his A game. Then we were. Is that supposed to be? Biggie was on his A game then.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to, yeah, all right. Biggie was on his A game then. We were all bumping to Biggie in '93.
Bumping, were ya, back in '93?
Hey, for all our issues, she did open my eyes to a lot of new culture.
Just had to have her home by midnight, right?
This is an episode of Seinfeld.
It feels like it. I mean, they even have like repeating lines.
All right.
It has even repeating lines.
Let's focus on the present, why don't we? Tell me, Nancy Drew, why would Arnold be having lunch with a murdered JFK and Christopher Wallace in downtown LA? What would Alex Jones say?
That's irrelevant, and I'm going to tell you that those big blues and that lazy eye are unspeakable.
By the way, I don't think you're using that term anymore.
White Jew? That's never bothered you before.
Lazy eye.
Oh.
Fade to black. The end. Yay. What? There's more now. Okay. Super present day. Interior. Derek's bathroom. Day. Derek.
Derek. All right.
Derek's the guy that was
17 a.m.
bent over taking it up the ass.
Oh, yes. Then we cut
Is he the one who's fucking Biggie Smalls?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. That wasn't Derek.
No, Derek was the guy in the prologue that was being hunted
yeah.
while he was bent over.
Derek, who is described as 6:17 a.m.
6:17 a.m.
That's what Derek looks like on the toilet in his messy cramped bathroom, wearing a Los Lobos tank top, black boxers at his ankles. He watches a YouTube video titled "Not Here, Bitch." La Bamba plays in the background as he grunts his way, THRU, a shit.
What the? Who wants to play Jimmy?
Who's Jimmy? All right, John, I want to hear some authentic grunting. Okay, John?
Grunting?
No, Derek's grunting. Jimmy is someone else.
Yeah, he's just voicing this over. He's voicing over your shit. All right, go ahead.
So I'm grunt. So am I Derek grunting or am I Jimmy?
No, Jimmy.
I guess Robert is Jimmy. You're grunting.
I'm going to do Jimmy. I'll do Jimmy. I'm serious. She just straight up said, Jimmy, I'm sorry, but $45K a year isn't going to provide a comfortable life. It is why I asked that question so early in the process. That way, neither of us wastes any more time. It's for your good as much as mine.
There we go.
Derek's screen close-up reveals Jimmy looking at the camera, aghast and belligerent.
So, fellas, you know what Jimmy said, right?
An intentional delay before he exaggeratedly pushes an off-screen button that blares a recorded bullhorn sound.
What?
Not here, bitch. Boom. That's what I said, fellas, bro. We can't stand this emasculation of the male gender because of the career paths we have chosen, or the ones that have been chosen for us. We need to reassert our top-of-the-chain pecking order so that the world can return to some sense of normalcy. The world is depending on us, bros.
Try
Yo, Derek has a line.
Try working for Hollywood knob jobs all day, Jimmy. I should do a video for that. Expose these assholes to all the world. Yeah, right. Who am I kidding?
Derek flips to another video. Seconds into it, he jumps into WhatsApp, a notification announcing a new message.
Derek.
I guess you read it?
I guess. Derek, WTF is going on with Mom's insurance. They're just calling me every day from the center. Da, da, da.
An audible plop is heard. Text message notification dings.
Hey, Derek. I just spoke to the loan committee, and they will not approve the exception. Sorry. I know that we've been working on it a year. We are so close. 5 more points is all. No credit issues for another 90 days, and we can get there. I do have to send out an official denial. I'll email that to you later this morning.
A louder plop. Tinder app message notification dings.
No, better save that for the Tinder girl. I'm sure she might like it.
Someone does Maria. Someone do Maria.
A coffee date? I don't think so, Big Splendor. Swipe left, please.
Loudest plop yet. Email notification dings. He reads the email from Linda Blair, Associate Director of Los Angeles Therapeutic Center.
We have a very specific name.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Should I do this like Exorcist style?
Exorcist, do it. Mercedes, Cambridge.
We have exhausted the loss appeal. The insurance company. They have denied the claim again. We must receive $5,000 by Friday, or we will have no option other than to discontinue all therapies and report this account to the collections agency. Don't have to remind you that you co-signed her application.
So why are you reminding me, Linda? $5,000? Jesus Christ. Oh, I know. I'll ask Keith or Sutherland next time if I can borrow $5K. That should work. He's very generous.
Pulls off toilet paper and wipes his ass.
People talk about bathtub episodes, but we never really get a wiping our ass episode. You know, like this is cool.
And there's a reason.
There are so many reasons, and they're real obvious.
Which we're about to find out. Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me?
Pulls wad of toilet paper into view. A finger pokes THRU. Text message notification dings.
From Satan.
I'll be Satan.
No, Preston needs to be Satan.
Oh, Jesus.
Derek, I know it's your day off, and we just got notice.
Because I was Linda Blair.
You want to be Satan?
No, go ahead.
Derek, I know it's your day off, but we just got notice that Christian Bale and his crew are headed for an early check-in and rehearsal set up in the Forest Hall Ballroom. You know how last time went. I have to have my best guy here. I am so sorry, and I will make it up to you. Text me back ASAP to let me know you got this.
Since when is Satan sorry for something? Like, isn't that
in this script written by Daryl Pennington?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Not today, Satan. Fucking Christian goddamn Bale. I'm sick of being the fucking Chico de los Ricos Cados for all these egomaniacs, maniacs. No more. I'm done with this shit.
That reminds me, whatever happened to La Vigilante? We haven't seen that in a long time.
I do slightly miss reading slightly different incoherent versions of La Vigilante.
Could be.
Wasn't that written? That was Bitrush, wasn't it?
No,
that was it. Wasn't Rutger? It was the other guy.
No, yeah, that was the guy we haven't seen in a while. Anyway,
because Rutger was when he did Suicide
Serial
Twins, right?
Yeah, he did Serial Twins.
He did Serial Twins.
That's the Serial Twins.
I'm pretty sure.
Terrible murder mystery.
Because somebody pissed off Bitrush and he left, and that's why I don't think
around. He just doesn't seem to be he doesn't seem to be writing much. Therefore, he doesn't have a great need for a writing stream. There you go.
Yeah. But I think La Vigilante was his. I could be
wrong. La Vigilante was not his. I promise.
No, because I remember someone the creator posted like a page of art, and it was like MS Painty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Bitrush was the other guy.
Yeah.
He was the one that was doing.
Who kept doing the weird snake cult, rapey people thing.
The weird snake cult thing.
The shockingly good art.
That's right. Yes,
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. It was the alien pterodactyls. That was the one.
Yes. Where were we in this
I'm
script?
surprised there wasn't more of that.
Phone reads.
Had a lot of problems.
Phone read 6:25 a.m.
Phone read 6:25 a.m. Derek farts at the end of his shit, sighs heavily, and texts a reply.
Sure, be there ASAP.
Derek flushes, stands up, and washes his hands. He is not wearing pants. You have now cost your actor intimacy points. He's on the sink and looks in the mirror. The sight of his appearance disgusts him. He runs his hands, THRU, thinning hair, that we only just found out about 4 pages into this scene. He looks at his right profile, then his left.
Look at you. A fucking bellhop. Shitty hair, skinny, ugly, pathetic.
Derek slaps his face. Again, a sardonic smile materializes.
Okay, monkey, go perform again.
Exterior, La Hotel parking garage, day. Derek pulls his beat-up Camry into the employee parking lot. Latino hip-hop plays as he opens his glove box and pulls out a large freezer bag full of prescription bottles. He unzips the bag and places his hand inside.
Okay, Mr. Bale, which medicated Derek are you going to get today, you pompous fucktard?
Pulls out a bottle. Clonopin.
Yep.
Oh, excellent choice, monsieur. Even the biggest pricks in Hollywood stand a little chance of...
An obnoxious horn blare startles Derek. He looks in his rear view to see an attractive blonde waving vigorously.
How you talking?
Being way too energetic for 8:00 a.m.
Hi, Satan.
Oh, Satan's a woman.
An attractive blonde.
Derek and Polly walk into the hotel together.
Who's Polly?
Come from?
Thank you so much, Derek. Thank you so much, Derek. You have no idea how panicked I was when I got the text from Mr. Bale's assistant. Honestly, I was certain that they would never set foot here again after the tragedy that befell us all the last time.
What page are we on?
10.
This is page 11.
This is 11, but I think we had a title page.
We had a title page. Okay.
Did we?
So this is the last page.
Last page.
Good. Flashback. Interior entry foyer of hotel suite day.
I just
No copy.
I want to add the we need a description for the action before we have dialogue.
Always. Something happens in every scene.
Yes.
That's why it's a scene. Bellhop. Yeah. Mr. Bale, I'm happy to unpack your bags for you so you can attend to more important matters.
No, thank you.
Oh, Christian Bale played Batman. Let's go.
Go.
It's not a problem at all, sir. It's part of my job. No tipping is required.
Excuse me.
No tipping is required.
We need a British
We all got the message that you don't tip. No problem.
I can't.
Part of the job. I get paid to do my job, so I do my job. Tipping is just extra, not required. Since I know you don't tip, I just wanted to let you know I could still do my job for no tip.
You got all the message. Or you
Yes,
got
sir.
the message.
Yes, sir. The GM sent it out to all employees last night to remind us not to linger and expect a tip when providing you any service, no matter how excellent the service we provide is. In fact, he said we could give less than stellar service and any complaint
The end.
would just be tossed away and not taken seriously. But I always give great service. It's my job. No tipping required.
There you go. All right. All right. We got a new story
I'll be right back.
from Daryl Pennington. Do you have to go take a shit?
I hope you're not going to the bathroom, Danny, after all that.
I
Well,
my water bottle, to be fair. But
all right. We have Be a Legend by Daryl Pennington. First 10 pages. Well, we had some interesting stuff. We had Jerry Seinfeld, Julie Louis-Dreyfus. We had Arnold Schwarzenegger hanging out with Mass JFK and Notorious B.I.G. We had Derek. He started off, I want to say, in like a jungle setting with maybe a sniper, and then ended up taking a shit and being called by Satan to go crash a party where Christian Bale was. So, it's very creative. There's certainly a lot happening. I'm intrigued to see what happens next. What do you think?
So I think that the fact that he is friends with all of these people and they're so willing to do a solid by appearing in his movie, I think is absolutely stellar.
Yeah.
And I think you're gonna go really, really far with all of these friends and
all this clout.
yes, all this clout.
What if I said this was a made for AI script? What would you say then, John?
Fuck AI.
Okay, but if I wanted to make the best AI movie possible, what would you say then?
Oh, you're gonna get sued up the ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Because I was about to go with that. That would be my crit. That I hope all of these people have all signed away their likeness to be in this project because.
okay, I have like a real
Again,
positive thing to say.
you're libeling certain people, which I'm not sure if they're going to agree with how they're being portrayed in this particular story. And I think I don't really get what the point is of all of this as well. Like, it also sounds like you're trying to do 4 rooms, which
John, we aren't to constructives yet.
sorry,
He's
right.
eager to
Robert,
help.
what do you got?
I'm going to say something.
Go ahead.
Danny.
Dan.
I'm not going to remember this later. And this is I'm assuming that this is Juvenilia. Your writing has improved significantly.
Okay.
Who?
Wow.
Under the assumption that the other thing you
Childlike.
write is you're more reasonable.
Childlike. Yeah. Wow.
All right.
Positive. If it stays crazy, maybe something will happen. But right now, it's only crazy. And is somebody going to wake up from a dream? I don't know. So I'm with Preston. I wonder what's going to happen next, and it will tell us everything.
Dan, did you have your positive round?
I like your cast.
It has,
I like your cast.
all right. How could it be made better?
Everything.
That's not really action.
Okay. I have no idea what's going on.
Is that good or bad?
That's very, very bad.
Okay.
So, because we got an intro that was relatively interesting, and then it just went off. And I don't know, like, suddenly, I don't know where the conflict is.
Yeah.
I don't know why we spent so much time in the toilet.
We
And
did spend a lot of time there, yeah.
and what was the point of it?
I don't know.
And we had a Jerry Seinfeld scene, which was cute, but I also don't know exactly what the point of that was either. So I don't know what's going on at all.
Yeah, I having read through Dixie Dynamite, or at least the first 30 pages of Dixie Dynamite, I ended up like, okay, whose story is it? What's the conflict? Who's our hero? Who's our villain? For that matter, who's even the main character? And
I can't even tell.
Now I'm becoming to think this is kind of a hallmark of these kind of scripts. Is that I don't know. Is this a Jerry Seinfeld story? Is it a story about a guy who's taking a shit and seemed to be doing that in the jungle? Who's called on by Satan? Is this like is Satan the ultimate essentially taskmaster, and we're trying to see how well this character, I forget his name, can please Satan and antagonizing Christian Bale? Is that the conflict? I mean, I don't know. We're gonna have to read more to find out. But that's the only conflict I've found so far. There's Jerry Seinfeld, who I'm trying to remember what he was. I even voiced him. I'm trying to remember what his big complaint was outside of.
She didn't pay enough attention. She didn't like him anymore.
Yeah, that wasn't really a big conflict. And I don't think this story is really about Jerry Seinfeld and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. So I'm not sure why they're even in here.
I don't know.
Neither know.
Is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And Christian Bale. Why are they in there?
Well, Christian Bale, because we have to thwart him to please Satan.
Okay.
I thought that part was cool.
So if I could interject, I think I could be wrong, but I don't think Satan is actually Satan. I think Polly, his boss, he has saved in his phone as Satan.
That could be.
That's why the script went from talking about Satan to his boss. I know it wasn't clear, but I think that's what he's going for. Which, honestly, his boss being literal Satan trying to ruin Christian Bale's day sounds like a much
that would be so
more
much
enjoyable film
that sounds
what
really
we got.
Really funny.
With a new story for you. It has a conflict. How to ruin Christian Bale's day. It has a main character, Satan's little helper. And it's the conflict.
I mean, what was that? What was that? Oh, that movie, not Bewitched.
Bedazzled?
Yeah, Bedazzled.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay, which version? I prefer the 60s version.
She likes the 60s version. I mean, look.
I'm blanking on the dude's name, but I only saw the 90s one.
Okay, so Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I prefer the Peter Cook and Dudley Moore version.
Right.
So because it's wittier.
All right.
I'll have to check it out. I didn't know there was an older version.
Oh yeah, it's good.
It's great. It's great.
Robert, how could this story be made better?
A lot of ways. If John's theory is correct, then it's a structural issue. He hasn't clarified who the characters actually are, so that needs to be done. Structurally, there's very little guidance as to what's going on. Per Danny's point, that it's if it's a scene, we have to know where it is and kind of what's going on. Then we can understand why the characters are involved in that scene and how the scene affects them and all that. So structurally, it needs just a lot of work. I'm not going to question why he spent a lot of time setting it up, with something in the woods or whatever the case is, because it doesn't make any sense. It's too big of a jump, and I don't understand it. Using the characters, if they're meant to be caricatures, I could see where he could even make an argument to say that it's a in the 30s and 40s they used to do cartoons where they had caricatures of different actors and stuff. Now those actors were under contract to John's point, so they could use those caricatures of them and have them act a certain way that that furthered their character as they wanted it to be, to cast them in movies and stuff. So maybe that's where he was going, is to pick up on a characterization of those characters as the public would know them. If that is
like
the case,
South Park?
Then, yes, a lot. Well, except South Park, I'm assuming, gets rights to characterize these people.
No,
or
South
if they
Park
put
is dealing with public figures, and it's clearly satire.
Yeah, and so, well, there's others that they have star in it and stuff like that, do voices, so they would have contracts. But
Sometimes.
that's not the point.
Simpsons had the actors in it a lot. But South Park would frequently satirize people and would intentionally.
That's all it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that if that's the case and that's what they're trying to do, I don't understand why they take a mythical relationship in the story in the Seinfeld TV series and then try to stretch it into an actual relationship in a so-called reality. He's got to explain that, what the hell that's supposed to be and what that has to do with moving forward, because it just sat there very uncomfortably at some point because we just jumped into it and then we left it. And so I don't get it. So structurally, the story is not evident. It may be one, and there's lots of ways you could bring it together. I have no idea what those would be. Love to see what you do with it the next 10 pages.
I think the Seinfeld lunch scene would work better if that was what Derek was watching on his phone while taking a dump. But even still, like, you're talking about licenses that you may not have. So why are you spending time writing a scene when, if he's watching an old Jerry Seinfeld episode, then just say he's watching an old Jerry Seinfeld episode and call it a day? Like, I don't really. It makes very little sense with what you're trying to accomplish.
Danny.
Okay, so this is obviously some sort of school assignment with some obvious parameters of taking scenes involving actors and or famous characters and trying to write more of it. It's a great writing exercise. Being able to write on spec used to be a great way to break in. With that said, the formatting and action descriptions are worse than your other work that we've seen, so it's good to see that you've improved there. But this being older, the flaws are a bit more evident. Jumping off of what Robert said, structurally, by the end of the first 10 pages, we should have a protagonist, a hook, a conflict, and a reasonable establishment of most of the main characters. Or at least a couple of the main characters, and none of that has happened. It turns out, despite spending 6 pages watching Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Jerry Seinfeld have a conversation beside Arnold Schwarzenegger and 2 dead people, this movie's not about them. So why did we have to see any of that? And likewise, what they discussed had nothing to do with Derek in some version of the Velociraptor scene from Jurassic Park 2: The Lost World, or Derek taking a shit while getting texted by everybody, including literally Satan. So while I agree with John that literally Satan as a character would make this story substantially better, when you have heavy hitters like Jerry Seinfeld, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Christian Bale, why is Derek, sir, not appearing in this film our protagonist all of a sudden? And why do we care about him? I can't think of a reason, and I just read this. So, yeah, if you're gonna have a movie, it should be about a person, and you should make us care about that person in some way. The best way to do that is to tell us what they want to do, so we can watch them try to do it.
All right, there we go, Daryl. I hope you got something out of that. There we go. Yeah. Anyone else got any scripts, or is it just Diane and I?
Oh.
I guess it's just you two.
Okay, here I'm going to show you some Lords of Iron, and I think it's pretty cool. So I hope you like it, and if you don't like it, that's not my fault, and you lack taste. That's.
I've been busy. I spent the last 2-3 weeks fixing bugs on my website.
Okay.
It's been very annoying and tiring.
I hope that.
I see why IT people get paid so much money now.
Yeah. Now it's going to be all about AI. AI is going to fix your website. Yeah.
Yeah, AI is so good at writing.
Yeah. Who do you think I've spent the last 3 weeks trying to prompt to get the right answer to fix my problem?
See, I know it.
What?
There you go. He's been trying to get AI to write his website, and it sucks.
No, yeah, I'm trying to get it to correct it.
Try to fix it. I've done the same thing.
Yeah.
Because
you
the
go
codes
in
were
to
all
inspect, and you look at the code. You drop the code in there. It should tell you what the fuck is wrong. Why isn't it working? And it doesn't do it.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. This is totally wrong. Never mind.
or it tells me this is the fix. I do that fix, and then it doesn't work, and it's like, oh, this is the fix. So I do that, and they're like, oh no, this is totally the fix.
It's never wrong.
And
right. It's never wrong.
You know, John, it sounds suspiciously like you're suggesting that AI is not a good replacement for experts.
It is not, but experts are expensive.
Yes, AI is very available and cheap. There you go. All right, here, I'll go back one page just so you can. I mean, I think we read through it already, but it's setting up the ending. All right, there you go, page 15.
Page 15, panel 4. Panels 4.
4 panels, yeah.
Panel 1, foreground. Incredulously,
Yes.
Frolov looks at Medi as the android performs chest compressions on the corpse of Sergei Ivanov, lying on the table of the med pod. Speed lines show the motion of Medi's hand. The background whizzes by as the med pod continues its rotation around the bay.
Open the launch bay.
1, 2, 3.
Android, we have other lives to save. Cease attempts to revive Ivanov.
You're right. Ceasing pod rotation.
Panel 2, foreground. Medi follows Frolov optimistically. The background moves at a much slower rate as the pod gradually comes to a stop.
Uh-oh. It looks like we are not able to save Knight Ivanov. Logging the time of death.
Stupid robot. I told you it was a waste of time.
Yes, you were completely correct.
Panel 3, Frolov exits the medical pod, followed by Betty dragging the corpse of Ivanov.
I take the helm and open the launch bay.
Great idea. So happy to be of service to you and the incoming wounded.
He drags across the floor. Frolov takes his seat in the cockpit of the Widowmaker. One of his cockpit screens shows Captain Lee.
Shouldn't Maker be capitalized?
Probably.
Wait, shouldn't who?
Maker.
All right, fine. Yeah.
I mean, that is the name of the ship, right? The Widowmaker.
It is the name of the ship. Yes. Yes.
So power now.
Attention. Steady
Jesus, Preston,
space.
how could you?
Captain Lee, this is Pilot Frolov. We should be able to board the wounded and be en route to you within 30 minutes. Over.
I guess that's a title here.
Yep.
Yeah. Page 16, panels 3. Panel 1. Command center of the series station, Captain Lee looks forward towards his screen of tactical displays. One of them shows V transporter heading straight to Cirrus. Another display shows the same data, but the top down icon away, the top down icon way that shows the distance to target of 500 kilometers. Smaller dots represent the V suits, show a shorter distance to Ceres.
You won't be able to make it in time, Frolov. We're under attack. Marines, fire the target V suits as they come into range.
Panel 2, the squad of 8 Zanfu?
Yeah.
Janfu?
It's from Asia.
It's
Huh?
Preston.
Yes.
Is that panel 1 display? Is that supposed to be like a 3D XYZ axis thing? I'm not following what top down icon way that shows distant. I'm not showing what that is.
Well,
What do you mean, like a radar blip? Is it like radar blips?
I mean, like he's looking at a wall of panels, at a wall of videos.
I'm having a hard.
What's this?
Now, maybe your artist is smarter than me, but I don't understand what top-down icon way
like in a war game, you have little icons, little blips, little icons.
So like a radar.
In a three-dimensional
space? Yeah, like a radar space. Yeah, like whatever, like the schematic type of view of a tactical situation.
Okay. A squad of 8 Janfu.
Defense mech.
Defense mechs mecha stand on the surface of Ceres base, taking aim of the distant V biroids. A view panel in the lead mecha shows Commander Chen as he gives the order to attack.
Ready the DU cannons.
Panel 3, the 8 Sangfu fire large caliber DU rounds into the void of space, and the view panel shows Chen giving the order.
Open fire!
Page 17, panel 1. 2 V biroids take evasive action to avoid incoming streams of DU slugs.
Hours earlier, these enemy suits proved quite maneuverable in battle with the Russians.
Panel 2, insect. In a command center, Captain Lee advises his squad as best he can.
Commander Chen, scanners show no hits from the first salvo. Coordinate your fire by threes.
3 of the Zhangfu mechas have fired at the same distant target. View panel shows Commander Chen inside his mech. Who's Chen?
Unit 6 and 7, coordinate your computers to fire with me on the same target now.
Is Preston playing everybody?
I'm everyone.
So far.
I'm just all the Asians.
Okay.
Panel 4, 3 streams of DU.
Well, they all look alike, so they can all sound alike.
Shut the fuck up. One is named Chen and the other one's Lee.
There you go.
From different vectors, shred the V biroid.
Score.
Panel 5, the command center, Captain Lee, sees that the V transport on course straight toward the base.
I'm gonna add an apostrophe because this requires an apostrophe. That transport's headed straight for us, ready to make cannon.
Oh, that makes more sense.
That's not right.
That's not right. That transport
is right.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Commander Chen, coordinate your mecha units to take it out.
Page 18, panel 1. 2-page spread. On the left, Ceres base fires its main cannon.
No, we don't need apostrophe there. Because it is.
Cannon.
Oh, cannon. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. This is how you know it's not
a
a
Kennet or Kenneton?
Cannon.
Yeah.
At the incoming V transport, and 8 Shinfu mechasuits stand on the surface of the base, also fire their cannons and missiles at the transport. On the right, the V transport closes. V5 biroids hover near the transport and fire on the Shinfu mecha suits. In view window, Commander Chen sits on the cockpit of his mecha, ordering his units to fire.
All units, fire on the transport. It's headed right for us.
Wah!
This is a 2-page spread with 18.
Oh, okay. Page 19, 2-page spread with 18.
Yes.
Page 20, Battle 1, severely damaged by enemy fire. The V transport features several holes blown into it, causing the vent atmosphere and smoke into space. Still, it bears down on Sirius Station about to impact. Shinfu Mecha stands on the surface of the base, continuing to fire and everything that they have at the transport. Through the view window, we see Commander Chen in his cockpit, ordering his units to fire.
They're about to ram fire everything you've got over dead.
Battle 2, the V transport rams the much larger Sirius Station head on. Its high velocity causes quite a bit of damage.
Crash.
Page 21, Battle 2, in the cockpit of the Widowmaker. Oh, is it not one word? Is it 2 words?
All right, fine. It's 2 words. I could never decide. There. Better
I like it better one word.
I think it is better 1 word.
Yeah.
Well, then the M doesn't need to be capitalized, and then the space needs to come out at the time it was up above.
There you go. It's
And then
Widowmaker.
you
See?
can fix the other one.
Oh,
above.
see, the computer doesn't like that.
Well, that's because the word doesn't
It's a
exist.
proper noun. The computer can go fuck itself.
It can go fuck itself. Fuck you, Grammarly. Pilot, in the cockpit of the Widowmaker, pilot Froloff looks at his view screens in one of the ships as an icon in the middle with no nearby blips, while the other shows a digital snow of a lost signal.
Sirius Station, are you reading me? I've lost your signal.
Battle 2, Froloff glances over his shoulder as Katya and Lilia enter the cockpit, having just opened the door to the launch bay.
Knight Danovich, the V's have attacked Ceres. I've lost the signal.
We can be there in an hour or so, but I don't know if I have enough manpower to make a difference.
Lilia looks at Katya, both thankful to be out of their spacesuits and alive. Froloff?
Frolov. Yeah, sorry, it should be Frolov.
Yes,
Hey.
Froloff.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, is that someone new? Froloff looks at his pilot's chair, more concerned with current events.
Katya's fine. Petrov's got a damaged spine. Volkov's suffering from radiation sickness. I don't think either can fight.
Let's pray it won't come to that. Sirius Station may have just lost its antennae.
I don't trust the Medbot. You two watch it while I'll update you on Ceres as we approach.
You two watch. Yeah. You two watch it. There. You two watch it. There. You two watch it.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Okay. Page 22, panel 1. Katya and Lilia supervise Medi as he treats the grumpy Volkov in
Volkov, yeah.
Volkov
Yeah.
in the launch bay. Petrov sits at the med pod bay, strapped to the bed, and Medi's face shows joyous caricature of a smiling face, designed to make humans feel better.
Great news! Even with lethal radiation exposure, you can function normally for many hours. So I'm ready to clear you for combat. A few days from now, though, things may decline quickly.
You will forgive me if I don't shed tears of joy.
Is that one me? Good news under the circumstance. Let us give thanks to God for the small miracles.
Battle 2, Medi's face continues to be a beacon of comical joy as he addresses Petrolov, and strapped to the back brace of a single bed of the med bay. Katya, Lilia, and Korov look on soberly.
Also, fantastic job, Knight Danovich. I believe Petrov's going to live.
Prognosis?
A severed spinal column, probably a paraplegic for life, but that's way better than the alternative.
Panel 3, Betty's face changes to one of professional concern as Lilia addresses him.
We lost contact with Sirius Station. No information at present. We must find and rescue all alive on board.
I'm with you 100,000%. 1,000%.
Can Petrov regain consciousness? Perhaps we get some function to his arms so he can work a console.
I'm not sure that's possible, but I'll certainly see what I can do.
Get started.
At once.
Panel 23. Panel 1. In the cockpit of the Widowmaker, is that one word?
Apparently, we decided it should be one word. There, one word.
Frolov pilots the ship while Katya and Lilia stand behind him, pensively watching the view screen. Cockpit view screens show an icon map centered at the Widowmaker and shows Sirius Station distance 12,521 kilometers. Commander Chen transmits from his cockpit. View feed from Commander Chen shows a close-up of the V transport having rammed and seemingly grafted itself onto what it remains of the Sirius Station.
Widowmaker oh wait, hold on. This is one word now. Hold on. Wait.
So did they stop using commas and numbers in this future?
I mean, what are you referring to?
There's no
Kilometers.
comma yet
Okay.
after the 12,000.
I mean, when you're looking at like miles that you've traveled on your odometer,
Yeah,
I don't know the odometer uses commas.
it doesn't.
I'm
It
just used to
uses spaces.
Yeah, I'm just used to distance just being expressed like comma free. But
Yeah.
maybe I'm wrong.
I'm kind of agreeing with that.
Yeah. Widowmaker transport. This is Commander Chen Zaichen. I'm standing on the surface of Sirius Station inside my Zanfu mecha armor. The V transport crashed head on into the station. I'm patching through a video feed now. Can you see it?
Roger that, Commander Chen. We're receiving you.
God in heaven.
I've lost all contact with the base, which seems to have lost all power. Obviously, it's venting atmosphere. Requesting rescue operations for myself and any other survivors. Over.
Panel 2, the cockpit of the Widowmaker.
Why is O capitalized?
Because there's a period right after power.
Is there?
Yeah, there, of course. What are you talking about? That's just right there.
The cockpit of the Widowmaker Frolov, Katya and Lilia discuss their options.
Roger that, Commander. I don't think that means what you think it means without a comma.
Okay, fine.
Stand by for rescue operations. Over.
Find out if there are any hostiles left. We're in no shape for a fight.
Roger that, Commander. I just got that joke. So
Someone actually got the joke?
There you go.
I finally got it. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
I know, it was a very British joke.
It was.
It was very British. Yes.
I'm not apologizing for not being American.
We need Lilia's line.
Oh, yes. Frolov, do we have the supplies to make the trip straight to Earth?
Panel 3, seated at his pilot's seat flying the ship, Frolov responds to Lilia's question with bad news. Katya and Lilia respond with dismay.
Respond. There's an S missing.
No, it's multiple.
Frolov responds.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, to Lilia with bad news. I think that's right. Yeah.
Sorry, there was a different response later that I was looking at.
Okay. Kai and Lilia respond. Yeah.
Doubt it. My sensors, that is not the appropriate spelling for sensors.
Oh, okay. Should that be with an S?
S.
That's a movie
Well,
sensor.
if it's sensing something, it has an S.
Okay.
If it's removing unwanted
Censoring.
material from your art, it has a C.
Okay. I'm just used to the other guy. All right.
My sensors show that the Widowmaker took a few minor hits during the fight. If we don't fix the slow atmosphere leaks, we'll run out of air.
We'll need a maintenance droid.
Or polymer putty and someone spending a lot of time outside welding the hull.
There.
Both things we would need from the station, Commander Chen. Dun, dun, dun. Oh,
Page 24, panel 1. Foreground, Chen's Sunfu stands at the surface of Ceres Station, facing the breach. Background, the V transport rises like a grotesque alien tower out of the surface of Ceres Station. Of the atmosphere vents from the breach, but relatively little as V technology polymer materials stretch from the surface of the V vessel onto the base of the anchor.
Base to anchor.
Onto the base to anchor the ship in place.
Onto the base, comma, anchoring the ship in place.
You know what? That's even better. Onto the
Well,
base.
especially because your artist needs to know what the fuck is going on. Yeah.
Okay. Anchoring. No, all right. Hold on. There. There. Comma. How about that? There you go.
Now your artist will know what's going on.
Okay.
Okay.
What? There was a point to that.
Frolov.
Yes. We should reach your position in less than 10 minutes to begin rescue operations. Are there signs of any other survivors?
Question mark. That should be a question mark. There you go. There you go.
Panel 2, inset onto into 1. His cockpit. Chen responds.
Nothing human. There.
That's it?
That's it. I figured that's a good place to end too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Diane?
I like it so far.
Okay.
Very action packed.
Yeah,
you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Your descriptions can tell what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
You could also feel the chaos of what's going on because you have the base being rammed and that venting atmosphere. There is a ticking time clock. There is dread. There is definite stakes. I can mostly understand what's going on. It's good. That's it.
All right. What do you think, Danny?
What do I like about this? The Medbot continues to improve with every iteration. I'm really tired, so spacey. I'm going to go with that. The Medbot remains engaging and fun.
Okay.
Oh, and there was a good dialogue bit on the Widow Maker with or without a space in the last bit of it there with Katya and Lily.
All right, Robert, what do you think?
I like your balance of humor. It's much more apparent than it has been. And I think it really balances out things that shouldn't have any personality. You've given it to them. They're robots and they're warriors and all that kind of stuff. So, starting to get a better sense of their personalities and individual nature, separate from their professional status. So I like that.
All right, John, what do you think?
So I know in the last few couple iterations, I had commented that I felt like the Captain Lee and them guys all kind of show up out of nowhere, and this particular version didn't feel that way.
Well, good.
They feel like they were more, not seamless isn't the right word, but they kind of entered the scene in a better way than they felt before. So.
All right. How could we be made better, John? It could. Awesome. That's what I thought.
It's a lie. Say something, John.
I think that panel confusing that I commented is confusing in the way the art description is.
I could work on the art description a little bit. All right, Robert, what do you think?
Well, actually, I was going to go with the art descriptions. I don't think they're, again, I'm going to claim that's not my expertise, but I'm not sure I understand what an artist could do with some of those. Some of them just seem like descriptions of things that aren't that relevant to what's being done in the scene. And I'm going to pick on the last one here, the polymer materials. How important are they? I thought maybe they'd be important when you mentioned them the first time, but then it just seems like kind of a tool, and it's not saving anything. It's just kind of there. So it seems like the art descriptions are just stuff, as opposed to either a huge emotional moment, an explosion, looks on people's faces and stuff like that. It felt a little impersonal, frankly, on the art descriptions.
Okay. Danny, what do you think?
Okay, so plot stuff. 12,000 kilometers is not very many kilometers. 12,000 kilometers is like the width of North America.
All right, sure.
While I can see a ship getting there in an hour from the middle of somewhere else in the solar system, you're in space and distances are mind-bogglingly vast. Like, Earth to the moon is 384,000 kilometers.
Yes. Okay, so I can make that distance.
So, why, like, I get that Series Base is asking for help and that these guys are really close, but, like, they're right there, and there's not like there's friction. They could probably shoot bullets from 12,000 kilometers away and hit some V's. So, that is not the level of scientific accuracy you were aiming for in issue 1.
Okay.
So that's a technical note.
Actually, on that thought, would they be using kilometers, or would
yes,
like solar, like what's the distance from Earth to the moon is
AUs? No, they're not going to be using
astronomical unit.
Yeah,
and AU is distance from the sun to the Earth.
Yeah,
right.
That's
far. Measured in kilometers, basically. Or I guess you can convert it to miles if you want to, or feet.
Well, no, I didn't mean that. I meant astronomical units. Is that not something that?
So they're like a quarter
AU currently
away?
At Venus, they're at less than 1 AU away. So kilometers would be sensible.
Okay. All right, then. I withdraw my comment. I was just curious. Couldn't remember what that all was.
I don't like the structure. I think what you have with Medi, like dragging the corpses away, is great. And what you don't have is very much of these terribly... Okay. Diane, have you seen Evangelion?
Yeah.
So you know how, like, by 3 or 4 episodes in, like, the base is broken and it's a problem?
Yes.
Yeah. None of that is happening.
Yeah.
And sorry, I'm talking to Diane here instead of you, Preston. But, like, I know she's at that level of nerdiness. So we've just had, like, nearly everybody die. I mentioned this to Diane because you can, like, show him the reference later if necessary.
Yeah, okay.
Nearly everyone died. The ship isn't broken, but all the people are. And they're basically just driving around the block to go into another war zone. Knowing it's a war zone and not a single soldier has complained. Like, we've seen Aliens. The soldiers complain before they even get to the war zone. Right? So, like, our characters aren't really acting like people, and that's because you're not giving them room to breathe around the very interesting and chaotic action you've already set up with recovering the bodies and having the single medical pod in a terrible location that I'm sure engineering was fine with, but no one else is. Like, I would almost like this better if someone else dealt with the Medibot. Frolov was stuck in comms trying to hail anybody, and then like is getting these reports from Chen where he can't see what's going on. And he's like, okay, guys, I know we just got hit. But now we have to do this. Oh shit, we're out of contact. And they show up and land and just see the wreckage. And then you sort of hit them with this really big thing instead of Chen, Mr. Person we've never seen before, looking really brave, in, you know, a new design of a mech suit. It's cute, but like show him like unconscious with like a whole bunch of enemies dead around him floating in space. That shows that he's done something, you know. And then like, okay, well, this guy's badass, let's pick him up. Everyone else is fucked. Now let's go, you know, investigate this wreck. I think that's way more dramatic and gives you like 2 or 3 pages to work with of actually having the characters in the Widowmaker talk to each other about stuff, which you actually had quite a lot of in issue 1, and it was interesting. Among other things, there hasn't been a single Lily flashback yet.
Yeah.
And just introduce Chen in that whole situation at the end as a big dramatic moment. When they show up, now they see what's going on. Like, I feel like that's the structure that really works here. Otherwise, it's like a weird race against the clock, but like space distances are complicated, and so your reader's not necessarily going to get it, like just from like numbers. Right? Like, and it's not much of a race against the clock because we see the V's don't even care and they just go straight to ramming. So like there could be some tension there, but like the tension in the V attack on Sirius Station doesn't have time to breathe. So actually it's like this sudden attack out of nowhere. And then our heroes aren't dealing with drama and conflict very much because they're mostly just talking to a robot. So it is, I agree with Robert, impersonal. Yeah, like, or at least like tweak that a little bit. I don't think you need so much Sirius Station here, and I would rather see Frolov in an increasing state of panic over the course of 4 pages as he realizes that shit's going wrong everywhere around him and he doesn't know where to go in time. Like, should he go to Earth? Should he go to Ceres? What do you do? Let's see him make that decision. Let's like let's see him like, you know, not know if he should go help his friend out or follow orders. Like, where are his orders? Let's see all of the soldiers like wrecked and not want to get back into their suits for another fight and watch him command them to do so anyways. Like, that's sort of where I think the real core of the drama is that you're trying to latch onto with this chapter.
Okay.
And I think spending even as much time as you do in Sirius Station here like really distracts from that quite interesting stuff.
All right, fair enough.
That was very long-winded, I know, but like I feel like it's nearly there, and irritatingly it seems like a big rewrite, but like I like all the stuff on the Widowmaker and I just want to see more of it.
I have to agree with Danny with that because there's so much destruction on the screen, but I don't see it, the personal effects of it. Like, I want to see I guess I would just want to see the trauma. Like, everyone's very calm. And the thing is, like, if this is supposed to be like great tragedy, I should be able to see that there. That should be emotionally shown in some way. Panicking, someone, you know, a little bit of trauma, like something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have one guy injured so far. So
well, 2 guys.
2 guys.
Well, and you know, many corpses.
And many corpses, and all of their spacesuits are broken. So what are you going to do when they show up?
Right.
Yeah, so I almost want to see someone like a survivor there, but panicking.
Okay.
So I don't know. So something.
All right.
So,
Okay. Well, I think that was everybody. Do you want to show your dinosaur script?
not Guanji.
Not Guanji.
So I did some rewrites.
Is it this tab over here?
I don't know.
Uh,
Lean script. Yeah. So
well, I mean, you got like 27 script pages here. Look at you.
oh well.
How many pages does that start off at before we started giving notes?
Okay, first off,
'Cause I hope it's 50.
what? What's 50?
He's saying
If the 27 pages we can see started off as 50, we're getting close to getting there.
What?
He's hoping you wrote it.
But you edited it, yeah.
I did.
There you go. There you go.
I did actually cut it down. So
She hated it, by the way.
I did hate that very much. And so the heretic scene has been cut down. The when they meet at the crossroads, that has been changed. Danny recommended that they ride and drive together, and that took a rewrite. That took me a few days so to do. Aladdin's still there. The next scene with the horse is slightly different. And then there is the scene with the zoomies has been extended, which I think that's where we ended. So there's more to that now. So I don't know if you want to read the rewrite or continue on.
Well, why don't you tell us where you want us to read, and we'll read 10 pages.
I have no clue.
All right.
Where do you want the most help? Because we're here to help you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us how to help you.
Okay, that's been rewritten, cut down. So the dead zone has been cut down to like 2.5 pages. So,
Hey, that's a normal scene size. Good job.
yeah. So that got cut down to about 3 pages. Down to that's still a long page. And that's the Dawn Horse.
Start with it at the intersection where she meets her her ex.
Okay. To see what has changed?
We'll just read it.
All right.
I don't think I've narrated this one yet.
You
Now
narrated.
it's my turn. Act 1, Scene 2, The Dead Zone. Exterior, Dead Zone. Day. Or Dead Zone Crossroads Day. Yeah. The wail becomes the metal-on-metal grind of a seized caliber. Brake pads squeal. A rusted Beecher truck limps into the center of the crossroads. It idles, the engine thrumming a hesitant rhythm. Tuck Kirby, 30s, white knuckles the steering wheel. He wears a starch button-down, cinched to the throat. A magnet for the desert, silt. Spectacles slide down a peeling, sunburned nose. Tuck taps his smartphone, a black void. On the dash, the radio clock scrambles into alien symbols. Static crackles. So there's aliens in this. Cool.
There are aliens.
He squints at the sun, guessing the hour. Tuck opens and fishes through the glove box. He pushes past a faded Polaroid, a flash of a woman's smile, and yanks out a folded gas station map from 2004. He snaps it open. The paper crackles, stiff, dusty, and torn at the seams. He squints, tracing the faded ink with a trembling finger.
Figured you'd stall out near the dead zone in one of those keyless hybrids.
A voice calls out from the dust. Tuck stiffens. Oh God, it's a John Lamont script. The map crinkles in his grip.
Stiffening his tuck, that's right.
The
Oh,
blood drains from his face. I mean, this is, we know where it's going. A silhouette of leather and grit against this. Sorry, what's that?
Now we got a silhouette of leather. All right, we're getting our strap on.
Right?
Yeah.
This is very much a total monster.
John is obsessed over there.
A silhouette of leather and grit against the sun looms over the cab. Helena appears atop a massive horse, a ghost of the
You're
Old
right, she
West
does.
staring into his side view mirror. He doesn't turn. Not yet.
I'm just recalibrating my position.
She leans forward, gloved hands resting on the saddle horn. She eyes the torn map, then the bridge of his sunburned nose.
That's a lot of syllables for the word lost.
I'm currently between landmarks.
Helena lets out a dry half laugh. She catches the lollipop stick between her teeth and bites down. Snap, angling the paper toward the sky. She nods and walks her horse forward down a dusty path. Tuck scoffs in protest at the thought of being left behind, drops the map, and jams the truck into gear. The transmission crunches. Tuck pops the clutch, and the truck lurches to drive in pace next to the rider.
I found you at a four-way stop in a basin that hasn't seen a road crew since the Reagan era. Out here, lost is just another headstone waiting for a name.
That's a good line. I like that line.
Thank you.
Lucky for me, you expected me.
The horse snorts. A spray of grit and snot splatters Tuck's face. He wipes his spectacles, eyes back on the road.
Anything with a heartbeat works out here. Anything with a motherboard or microchip is just another paperweight.
As you can see, this truck works just fine, Helena. This is a 92 mechanical ignition, standard combustion engine, hand cranked windows, and nothing computerized in this drivetrain. And I got a map, also analog.
That's a gas station flyer from the Bush administration. Doesn't show you the shelf road that washed out in 12 or the new fence line strung across the valley.
She gestures toward a jagged gully.
That dry wash would have swallowed that carcharo of yours whole.
Tuck swerves slightly to avoid a deep rut in the road.
That rig may be analog, but you're still running on a digital brain.
Oh, yeah.
4 years hasn't softened the edges, I see.
The desert doesn't do soft.
She eyes his cinched collar. A pained smile flickers.
Still buttoned up to the chin. Don't you ever get tired of suffocating?
He meets her eyes. A defiant, familiar glint breaks through his academic mask.
I was breathing just fine until you rode up, Helena. You always did have a way of taking the air out of a room or a desert.
Is that right?
Could be the higher elevation, too. Partial pressure of oxygen decreases as we ascend. It's a physiological fact.
Helena holds his gaze, a heartbeat of shared history.
I'm not looking for luck. I'm looking for a miracle.
Exterior entrance of El Rancho del Fantasma Azul continuous. A natural, high-frequency distortion shimmers across the horizon of the Forbidden Reach.
Ooh.
A white caliche washboard road rattles the truck's frame, punctuating the silence of the scorched gray basin. They reach a massive wrought iron archway. A scorched wooden sign hangs from the center, bearing the silhouette of a rearing horse. El Rancho del Fantasma Azul. A deep gouge defaces the imaged. A corporate branded mechanical deadbolt, a block of cold brushed steel, sinks its teeth into the wood. A high visibility industrial grade notice of foreclosure plasters the gate. Its pristine orange plastic skin glares jarringly against the desert hues. The sign reads, Notice of foreclosure, property legal owner, Helios Group. All biological and geological assets pending reclamation and audit. Tuck's eyes scan the orange plastic. A muscle in his jaw tightens as he snaps his gaze back to the ruts in the road.
Pending reclamation and audit. That's Helios legal speak for we already own the air you're breathing.
I see there's no dialogue here, just monologue. Both the horse and beater skirt past a massive timber gate where heavy industrial chains strangle the main posts. The vehicle bumps over a shallow wash where the fence has collapsed, bypassing the corporate lock to reach the long, dusty drive. As the vehicle passes through, the scale of the crisis becomes clear. I'm going to forget this, but you keep saying the vehicle when there's a horse walking beside it.
Oh, yeah.
The stables on one side, low slung, beautiful adobe structures with heavy timber beams, choke in silence. Padlocks bite into the heavy barn doors like a predator. Where once hooves thundered, now only the occasional thin whinny drifts from the stalls.
They've been drilling along the border of the Forbidden Reach for months. Every time they sink a new bit, the basin groans. They call it geothermal exploration. I call it an autopsy.
Oh, yeah.
The tremors. I felt one at the crossroads.
Hellos claims that they are natural seismic events.
Deep hexagonal plates of dirt crackle where the water troughs were and have long since dried.
But nature didn't start poisoning my water holes.
To the opposite something, the cattle pens tell the real story. Once holding hundreds of head, they now hold only a dozen or so scrawny dust-caked cows huddling under a leaning shade structure.
They're alive for now, but mostly out of spite.
I'm not entirely sure how I can help.
You're the only one who knows where the bodies are buried at Helenos. I need you to help me sell a miracle before they bury us too.
She licks her lips, slowly, deliberately, then slides the lollipop that she's already bitten through into the corner of her mouth.
She's orally fixated.
Okay.
Is there a new lollipop?
It's all been mixed up.
When does a new lollipop appear in this continuous scene is what I want
She
to
just
know.
bites down on it, like she puts it back in her mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, sorry. I'll fix that.
Who's Helena?
Oh, she and a cold drink are waiting. Try to keep up, Senor Professor.
She spurs her horse forward into a canter. Tuck watches the dust cloud dissolve into a heat mirage. He exhales a heavy rattling sound. His shoulders sag. He looks at the open glove box while driving. What a classy motherfucker. Reaches for the latch, then stops at the Polaroid. In the photo, a younger Tuck and Helena, dust covered in laughing at a dig site. Sorry, what?
I need to fix all that. God damn.
It's a good thing
Welcome
you're
to writing.
Yeah.
Tuck stares, one heartbeat, two. He slams the glove box shut. He jams the truck into gear, even though it's already driving.
No, yeah.
Tuck pops the clutch, and the truck lurches into the rising dust. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, there's a ranch house.
Yeah. I need to fix that. Sorry.
Do we want to go to the next act? Flash page.
This is practically the same here.
Oh, okay.
And Dawn Horse is the same. Other than it got cut down for size.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I've noticed a whole bunch I can give you here, but it depends on everybody else, really.
what?
How many pages did we just read?
I feel like 2 or 3.
I think it was 3.
3. We read 3. All right. What do you think of the 3 pages?
There you
go.
You go first, Danny.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting until we get there. Which page are we working on here?
That was one
Yeah.
I worked on, and the other scene was
The crossroads. That's where we started.
with the crossroads.
Okay, so we're going to be here.
Hold on.
Oops.
Yeah, sure. Do that. This is after they he meets the Dawn Horse.
Cool. All right, scene 2, interior ranch house mudroom. Some minutes later, Tuck perches on the bench, a total short circuit. His spectacles hang crookedly off his face. One earpiece snags in his hair, the lens is caked in snot and fog. His heels drum the terracotta. He white knuckles a coffee tin. It rattles against his teeth with the frequency of a jackhammer. Poor actor. Across the room, the Dawn Horse ignites with the zoomies. The creature ricochets off a shopping crate, banking off the bench in a watermelon dapple blur. Its four-toed hooflets clack like dice against the tile. It performs a bouncy buck and kick, twisting midair with reckless grace. No, nay. It whistles, shrieks, and clicks its teeth, tippy-tapping in a gleeful pursuit of a bouncing blue ball. Helena looms over Tuck. She cracks her fingers, snap, snap, in front of his unblinking, snot-stained spectacles.
I think we broke him.
It's an Eohippus.
Who wants to do Luciano?
The Dawn Horse.
Hyocitharum, arguably.
Helena and Alba turn to Luciano for a translation. Luciano grimaces and scoffs, waving a hand as if batting away a fly.
Bah, Greeks! They look upon the dawn of miracles and see a shrew.
My books say that they're the same thing.
Only after reclassification. Eohippus was a North American find. Hyracotherium was European because the paleontologists were working with fragmentary remains they thought would be to be distinct. Now it's a taxonomic tug of war.
This is why we don't let paleontologos name children. Don't listen to him, Pequeñito. You are no beastly shrew, but you are still cursed.
Unyielding iron locks Helena's jaw. When did Helena's jaw get locked in iron?
I don't know.
That was not in the last draft.
That was not.
No.
Is that metaphorical iron?
Oh, do you want?
Yes.
Yeah, metaphorical. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's unyielding metaphorical iron.
Oh, that was not clear from the script.
Yeah. Like the prop master was like, "Oh shit, what am I gonna need to get?"
Okay. I guess I'll.
Yeah, is this like the paleontologist in the Iron Mask?
Yeah.
I guess I'll fix that.
Fix that. All right.
What was that character with the silver teeth? The big giant guy?
Jaws.
Jaws, right.
Jaws.
Oh.
He saved the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he 100% did. Jaws got a happy ending.
Yeah,
He saved the earth and got a girlfriend.
he did. Yeah.
It was weird.
Moonraker was a little all over the place.
Yeah.
A little.
All right, Helena.
I don't care what it's called, Tuck. I care if it's worth the deed to this ranch.
She jerks a thumb toward the window. Outside, the orange for no disclosure sears the glass.
Helenos drills. They poison our water and our land. They will disembowel the earth to find whatever rots under this valley. If this living fossil, this living stone, is what they've been searching for, they can have it in exchange for my land. Who wants to be Alba?
John wants to be Alba.
No, we won't trade him. Mama, he's science. We should keep him safe.
We should send him back. They know he is missing. They will hunt for him, and the ghosts that follow him will not be so benevolent.
I'm not sure what you think I can do, Helena. I'm the last person on Earth they'll listen to.
No, you're the only person who knows how they think. You know where the bodies are. You know their secrets. You're the only one who can walk into a room at Helenos and not get laughed out. Not get laughed out. Laughed at?
I'm a whistleblower, Helena. Nothing more. To them, I'm a ghost that they buried long ago. The traitor, the heretic. I tried to do the right thing. People died, and I saw it. Ooh. all their big talk about saving the world, making it better, and I was part of that, and I believed them. But people died, good people, from completely preventable means. Just ignore a safety procedure or two or a law here and there, but the truth got in the way of their bottom line, and they ruined me. I lost everything: my house, my grants, my tenure, my name. I chose the fight over you. They didn't just fire me, they erased me. Lawsuits, blacklists. I have nothing left but a mountain of debt and a broken down desk at a hack run community college.
Dun, dun, dun.
Harsh.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
Helena steps into his light. She holds his
God.
gaze
Fuck.
with blinking iron she uses on the stray steer. Is she just like waving a branding iron around?
Maybe that's what's in her jaw.
Maybe.
Okay.
Fix all that. I'm sorry. So, you didn't just blow the whistle, Tuck. You tried to take their head off and missed. But this is the only leverage they can't ignore. Help me use it to get my land back, and you can get your name back.
Tuck closes his eyes. The pain and trauma bubble into view.
Oh.
All right. Does that happen on screen? How would you draw that? His voice trembles.
This is a movie.
It's a
You could
movie.
do anything. And if it doesn't work, if they just take the miracle and
Or
bury
get
us all,
this, Diane, you can just write down what you actually want to see happen in the movie.
I'm sorry. Since I was very tired when I wrote that.
Tuck closes his eyes. His voice trembles, reflecting his trauma.
Reflecting his trauma. Okay, thank you.
okay, Helena, your line.
As a line.
Oh, then at least go. At least we went down swinging instead of suffocating.
Tuck stares at the Dawn Force. The academic mask cracks.
This is why I was kind of like.
Has he worn one?
Done.
Is it a prop? He
What?
looks at Helena,
Sure.
really looks at her, and the ruins of the life they almost had.
A phone call isn't enough. Not for them. We have to whet their appetite. We send a package. One Polaroid, one blood slide, a follicle map.
That's
I
not
love
how you
a good
spell
follicle
wet.
map.
What?
That's not the appropriate spelling for wet. It has an
What?
H.
Yeah, wet. Like a
With an
whetstone.
Don't like that. I think.
Yeah.
That's how you spell it?
It's
Yep.
weird. English is a bit strange.
Oh, you don't. It's not like.
You don't moisten someone's appetite.
I'm not like
Diane.
Oh. Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could moisten somebody's appetite.
You could. I mean, it makes
John-
sense. You know,
I know what John's
elevating,
thinking.
But, yeah.
We all know what John's thinking. I'm trying really hard not to make a related joke.
Okay, I'm sorry. I did not know that's how it was spelled.
And they'll come.
And they'll come.
And they
will.
definitely will come when you moisten their appetite.
Oh, they'll come a running, but we don't negotiate on their terms.
Dude, I'm
We
going to have
make
to
them
rewrite
come
this
to
entire
us.
thing so you don't do those jokes.
Yeah,
That
Diane,
one
I
doesn't
didn't know
make
you have to
sense.
say you.
Yeah, yeah.
Do we want to
that line
read
didn't
more?
make
How are we
sense.
doing with this?
They're going to come running, but we need to make them come to us. You're saying the same thing twice.
Oh, did I say it twice?
Well, if they're going to come a running and we make them come to us, that's the same thing.
All right, I'm going to call it. We just
All
read two pretty dense scenes. I'm sure we've got lots of notes.
Sure.
Okay, go.
And I feel like us
Go
dealing
ahead,
with
Danny. What do you think?
some stuff will be more helpful.
Okay, Danny, go.
Okay. Two like vastly improved scenes. The first scene with the crossroads leading into the view of the ranch was pretty effective. The walk and talk mostly worked. There could be more of it, and I feel like some of the stuff that you talk about in the second scene could be introduced in the first scene. One of the things I'd like you to do as you edit the scene 3 part, not the meeting at the crossroads, but the part where they walk through the ranch, is after every line of description, give a line of dialogue. Or see if you can add a line of dialogue and bring some of that early exposition forward. The EO Hippus whatever stuff, like at the end, was the same sort of thing. The horse is doing a lot of cool stuff. I don't know why it isn't punctuating the dialogue. So fine, the horse gets the zoomies. Make the horse just pay attention to like the kid bouncing the ball for the first bit, and then when it gets all serious, then give the horse the zoomies and then change the tone of the scene. You've got this really great setup that you're not using as well as you could. So again, try and fit the lines in between the descriptions there, and that's really going to help, because stuff can happen in between lines of dialogue when there's pregnant pauses in the background, whatever.
Question.
And as you edit the dialogue, especially that second scene with the horse, like, I don't think Tuck is appropriately traumatized.
What?
He's being ruined because he was a whistleblower over some like basic bitch safety regs. No. That's not how these movies work.
Okay.
He's being ruined because he told them it was a terrible idea to go dig in the middle of the desert for live dinosaurs because they don't exist. And they're doing it anyways, despite massive natural consequences that they have ignored.
Yeah.
The scale is what he describes is so low scale that him being a whistleblower doesn't matter. He's just a guy.
Okay.
If he's disgraced from an academic profession, like, you need to be like, no, they paid off like everyone in my department. I was the only person, like, but I was the person who had to do this, and my research can't be bought. And I told them, you don't frack in the desert because it's going to ruin everything, blah, 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 blah. And look, I was right. Look at this brand new wildlife, this EO Hippus, that otherwise would have been destroyed by their terrible actions. I was right. Now I'm going to show them. This is when you give them a crusade to join the team. And I don't feel like you've done that very effectively.
Can I say something? The reason why is because this is the first time they've actually cracked this. It was mostly the ruination of the environment of that area.
Yeah, so you say
the
like
valley's dying because of them. So
what you say is this guy was the only person standing in his way. Don't make him an academic, maybe make him a civil servant who just wouldn't sign the like permits because he wanted, like, you know, environmental wildlife surveys to get completed, and then, you know, he got put up on trumped up charges and disgraced over that, like, and now, oh, he was right the whole time. Like, that's what the horse should be showing, is that he was right the whole time. And
or
that
maybe
then
he was protesting and he got arrested or something.
Yeah, like something like that. And then the horse gives him a reason to jump back on the horse, as it were, and rejoin, and, you know, come back to his prior crusade with some hard evidence and a new fire in his belly. And I don't think you've given us the right kind of background to establish fire in his belly. But yeah, overall it reads a lot better, and every revision that I've seen of this script has made it more and more readable. Sorry, and I know I did everything backwards, but I just like had those structural notes in mind first. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so the notes were I guess I have to
put dialogue between all of those action paragraphs, and it's going to read a lot more like a real movie script. Was most of it.
Okay.
Obviously, you've got other edits to do for factuality, and then yeah, Tuck's backstory doesn't sell him hard enough.
Okay.
He's too milquetoast.
He's too what?
He's bland.
Oh, okay. So
Whatever his backstory is not interesting enough for us to care about him.
okay, so if the thing is that this is a new discovery, so he didn't know that the Eohippus was there, nor is Guanji or whatever is there.
Yeah, he should be.
That doesn't change any of that.
Okay.
What
He
Danny's
should
saying.
be so
Yeah.
surprised that it gives a new fire to the burning ember of his hatred for this company.
Like he's going to destroy a new.
Yes.
New
He's like,
life.
haha, I was right the whole time. I'm going to show you, and we're going to take these bastards down. That should be his attitude at the end of this. So whatever his backstory is needs to lead to that naturally.
Yeah, we need to watch his backbone
and
grow.
the missing piece needs to be that Eohippus.
Like, so he wants to.
So kind of like how in Jurassic Park, where the missing piece for why are we dealing with you aside from money is holy shit, you made real dinosaurs. Yeah, sold.
They were always
Right.
kind of not sure about that.
They don't give a fuck about their funder until they find out there's a real dinosaur there.
Eh,
They're just like, fine, we'll humor him, whatever he's paying us.
yeah,
They care when they find out there's a real dinosaur there.
yeah.
So your version of that.
Okay, I'll try to.
So that means change the backstory to something where the Eohippus is the key that makes Tuck a viable antagonist to this company again.
Okay. All right.
Was that clear enough for you?
I'm trying to think of a way how to do that.
Well, that's the hard part, sweetie.
Trying to think of I'm literally trying to get the gears to grind because
The best part is you're the writer, so you can just make it up.
Yeah.
It just needs to have like basic validity and internal consistency.
Okay. I'm still very confused, but I'm
All
trying to
right,
figure it
Robert,
out.
what you got?
Okay. I like that you cut it down. It moves, which it didn't before. I have to agree with Danny about the dialogue. It's too broken up by laborious descriptions of things. That needs to be broken up entirely. And I would cut half of your descriptions of the scenes.
Dude, they're already cut in half.
You cut them in half again.
Oh my god.
We're brutal. Well, it's you're telling us about stuff, but not about the story. It's so there's a lot of things everywhere, but there's not. It's like there's a post with steel strangling the hinge and stuff like that. That's not a story. That's that kind of an atmosphere thing, which is okay, but it's not moving the story along. Each one of those action lines that are in there has to move the story to some extent. That's the, if you will, the core of what Danny's talking about is, do a setup in the action line, have a piece of dialogue, set up in an action line, piece of the dialogue, have a dialogue come up and a reaction to that dialogue because somebody brought something up that triggered something in the other person. That's the exchanges that need to happen. This is supposed to, by the time they get to the ranch house, we should be so fucking juiced and excited. There's a fucking dinosaur there. They can win back their ranch. He can get vengeance. You've got so many. It's a perfect storm of something exciting. And you can't have him sitting there whining about his job till the very end when he kind of winds it up. Well, we're gonna make him come to us. Yeah, it's just too wimpy. It's or he said milk toast, which I do know how to spell, by the way. So it's I'm sorry to go with the constructive first, but those things need to happen. You need to tighten up that dialogue. There's things that are said there that are good. You have the relationship that gets discussed that he's uncomfortable with, and she's prodding him with it, which is the nature of their relationship. She kind of enjoys it. She's not a real nice person, but she likes him. So he, who can't get a girlfriend, gets the girlfriend that likes to beat him up, but she likes him, so he can't say no to her. This is his character. Play with that as it goes in there. And then have that character respond to the situation where everything is against him because the company treated him the same way she did, but they don't love him. So you've got this dynamic that you can really play with in this one scene. And you can use Luciano to emphasize each of those things and say, yeah, you got to go after those bastards. Yeah, that horse is your ticket to the big time. I mean, it's like, use these characters to do something to create the excitement. And I'm going to stick to it, so I'm going to say it again. Half of your scene descriptions are purple prose. Cut half of those scene descriptions in half and intersperse dialogue. It will so improve you won't believe it. That's it.
John
Um,
needs more boobs, right?
always.
Always. There we go.
Oh,
So the crossroads scene, I could actually follow. So
Awesome.
I remember not being able to follow that. So that was good. The second scene, I had no idea what was going on, except people were coming everywhere. So,
I mean, how could you just like that, John? And someone's appetite got moistened.
oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I'm all there. I'm all for that. So,
all right.
All right. Could we make better in any particular way?
They just said everything.
Okay, they said everything. All right. Well, thanks,
What,
everybody.
you said anything, Preston?
Yeah, Preston. Put your life at risk.
It's fine. You're doing fine. Don't worry about
You're being nice.
it. Sure.
No, you're sparing her feelings in exchange for not improving her art.
I mean,
There's something there.
we
Okay.
have all of you August scholars. So there you go.
Very good. August. I haven't heard that used in a long time. Milk toast, August. What an intellectual party we're having.
Exactly. So like it's fine. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think you're on the right track. Honestly, my main note would be technical.
What?
This one you're not going to get in the book. I don't remember it being in the book.
The book that you gave me?
The book that I gave you, yes.
Okay, so you gave me a book called I Can See Your Cut.
No, it says you're cut to a shot.
Oh, your cut to a shine.
Yeah, and she hates it because it's like telling her to cut down on stuff and not do monologues, and she's like,
where did we hear that before?
I think every AI should also read that because it puts cut tos in everything.
I like monologues.
yeah,
I like monologues.
Yeah.
So
and cut tos and stuff. But like when you don't end the scene, like when you have a new slug line, when you have characters in a location and you're going to a new slug, don't end on dialogue. Like all in your script, all your scenes end on dialogue.
Oh.
And it'll be someone will say something, like we're gonna have to follow Lassie to the well, and then you want to cut to a new scene, right? Well, don't in the script, don't end on we're gonna follow Lassie to the well. You need because the editor, you got to give the editor some room there. So give them and he stares off into the distance or something. Give some direction for the actors to hold a pose that the camera can grab, that the editor has some play to, because the editor's not gonna go immediately after that last word, well, right? He's not gonna go, we have to get Lassie to the well, cut immediately, right? There has to be a pause for a little bit in order to kind of for the scene to feel in, particularly when you're about to cut. You have to give a second or something worth of pause, right? So you need to give an action line there of they stand resolute, whatever what they call closing the scene.
Well, let's see. The original scene.
It doesn't feel natural all the time, I will admit, because since you've made that comment, I've tried doing that in my own work, and it doesn't always feel natural in every scene. Because sometimes I want the camera to linger on the actor saying the line.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. Then, but okay, but you're lingering on the actor.
But I don't want to put in the script, linger on the actor.
Okay, but give the actor something to act while the camera lingers on them for a few seconds. They're pissed
John
off.
said, we've got to go rescue Lassie from the well.
Yeah.
John's eyes well up in tears as he realizes he's about to lose his best friend.
Right, exactly. Something like that. Boom. Now the actor has, you because yes, you want the camera to linger on the actor after they say the line, give the actor a direction. Is the note? That's all.
I will say that although I do like Danny's suggestion of the horse and the car kind of walking and riding together, rather than just standing on the crossroads talking, I felt that the end scene where he shuts the photograph was better in the original than it was in the rewrite. So
you should still have that scene after he parks. You just currently got it in the wrong place.
Okay.
And what you've missed out on is the opportunity for him to be like, well, I love how you redecorated your ranch, while pointing out the sign, and having her actually explain the backstory of what the conflict is during that walk and talk scene in scene 3, which there's a lot of. Some of it's a bit obvious, like the giant pen with no cows in it, and like the dry water bed. But like, why is this happening is not answered.
I thought that I did, because Helios has been drilling.
But why does Helios own the ranch?
Oh, okay.
That the character we like, and her child who we like, and the horse that we're going to like currently live on. That's a conflict too.
All right.
So one of, and I'm using the wrong word when I say problems, but one of the problems is that we're giving you notes, but actually you have a hella good skeleton here, and it's better than you think it is. You've established a conflict between Helios and the girl, between Helios and Helena, between Helios and the horse, and between Helios and Tuck.
Yeah.
And possibly the other guy. I think also him, but like, I don't remember. So that's not one conflict. That's 5 conflicts.
So you got a team. You have a team with a common goal.
And everyone has a different reason to dislike Helios.
Yeah.
And you're not leaning into that as much as you could.
All right.
And so establishing what the hell this company did real early, while also establishing why Tuck and Helena broke up during that walk and talk, is going to get you out of more trouble than it's going to get you into. And then it means that once you've established it there, you lean on it, and the horse is the solution in scene 5. That's set up and payoff. But you've also set up the horse to pay off what the girl wants and what Helena wants. And so you have a really, really, really good narrative structure here that you're not leading into enough. And I'm trying to get you there without telling you how to do it, because how you do it is actually going to make this even better. And I've been trying to...
She's burying it. She buries it in the purple prose and the technical description.
A lot of it, yeah. Which is why I've been giving you suggestions that like get you there without like telling you what to do, because I want to see how you do it, because it's very interesting.
Okay. Well,
yeah. You've actually written quite a good character-driven narrative. Please make this a character-driven narrative.
Okay. I'm trying.
There you go.
But all of the characters, give them all a reason, and they've all already got it. You mostly established it already. Getting rid of the one page of setup for every seat of dialogue is going to get you out of your own way, so you can actually bring the reader into that instead of keeping it all in your own head. So bring the audience into that instead of putting it on the page where no one can see it.
So everyone does have their own like little goal.
I can tell already that that's the case. I just don't know what it is. That's your problem.
Yeah. Okay.
But you've actually got perfectly good scenes where you can start explaining what those are by putting dialogue in between some of these descriptions. So instead of Tuck drives by whatever, Tuck comments on the thing he drives by. Now there's some dialogue. Now you're telling the audience what the hell is going on.
Okay.
Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Well, I just told you how to do that, but
I know. I'm trying to get that.
So I've been trying to push you towards like, you know, the writing solution to your narrative problem. So then we can get into your narrative stuff later. But like right now, you gotta get all the narrative stuff like on the page and in the dialogue. Because if it's not in the dialogue, then it's way less obvious.
What about like the thing is that I was kind of told is like to show, don't tell, but you're telling me tell, don't show.
No,
character needs to tell.
So okay, what you don't need to do is have Tuck say, "Wow, it looks like that padlock is biting on the whatever." Like
you didn't say that.
Angry teeth. Tuck doesn't need to say that. Tuck needs to react to it. That's not telling. That's actually showing. Tuck's not saying what is happening. He's reacting to the thing he sees, which is a thing that human beings do. Make sense? So if the character is telling you what they see, that's telling. If they're reacting to it, that's showing.
Okay.
So Tuck is inspired by seeing the quarantine sign to ask a question to his ex, who he has a fraught relationship with. That's drama.
Okay.
Like, is the answer going to be honest? You can answer that. The audience doesn't need to know. The answer could change in the future. That's drama. Like, why is Tuck being brought into this in the first place? Well, Tuck's a solution to Helena's problem. Probably not her sex life problem. So, you know.
Not if he's moistening her appetite.
Well, I mean, she lives in a really dry desert. Man, it keeps happening. I love it. So, you know, he's here for a reason. He's being asked to come here for a reason. Helena knows what the reason is, and he doesn't know yet.
Yeah.
But that's a character arc. That's his
that's a character arc. But, you know, Helena's reason for inviting him is because he is theoretically a solution to her problem with Helios, not because she wants him around. Now, if there's a romantic arc, then she will want him around by the end of it.
If she needs to fuck him to get what she needs, she will do it.
Or if they get back together, that'll happen. But right now, he is a solution to her financial. He is a potential solution to her financial problem. But you haven't established what that is yet. Right? Her problem as a target is not just a bad dad.
Okay, so
your script needs to establish this stuff real early for everybody, which is why I'm saying just have them. You can have people react to the stuff in your environments. That's normal storytelling. Like when you start duplicating the action with your dialogue, that's telling. So my suggestion
earlier.
Sorry.
So do I say it earlier? Because really,
you can have, if you have Helena and Tuck have very brief exchanges as Tuck reacts to the changes in the ranch he has presumably been to before at least once in his life.
Yeah.
At least 8 years ago. And he's like, wow, a lot's changed, hasn't it? Look at that and that and that. And she's like, yeah, here's what happened. Okay, here's what happened. No, that was just stupid. You can tell a joke. You can build the world. You can build their relationship. You can establish the backstory. Or if you want to deal with this emotionally, you have the horse counterpoint the action or bring someone out of a funk during this very tense scene at the dinner table. Even if the horse has the zoomies in the background, maybe the horse does something silly and the person who's very sad laughs. Now you've changed the tone. Take more advantage of the setups that you have. And I know it's like, oh, it sounds like be a better writer. But like, you in scene 3 or whatever, the introduction to the ranch, you establish what, like 10 different things about the ranch that tell you about the ranch.
So
if your viewer, if your audience is expected to understand that, why wouldn't you expect Tuck to understand that and ask questions? He's the audience stand-in. He's the new guy.
yeah.
So if you want your audience to understand something that's being put in front of them, it's through Tuck's eyes that's going to happen in that scene.
Well, she did say that she needs him to sell this horse to her. He has contacts. So it's just like, I need them to, I'll take that, I'll give him the goddamn horse for the deed, for my land. It's like, and I need you to do that. You know who to go to, basically. So
is there a part in these 27 pages where she says I need to buy my land back for some reason?
Yeah, I thought I said that. It was right over there.
No. I mean, fine, we missed a bit, but like, you need to establish that in scene 3, the first time Tuck shows up, and she has to explain what her problem is. That's the bit that you're missing, because you're not having dialogue reacting to the environment. You're establishing the environment, then just having. I mean, I know scene 3 or whatever wasn't edited very much.
Yeah.
But when you edit it, that's what you need to do to actually have that scene move the story along.
It's like, I got you here. I need your help to contact Helios.
Yeah. And then she may or may not be lying, and then Tuck may or may not believe her. Then Tuck may or may not do it. Well, that's the immediate drama.
Okay.
So then he needs to A, believe her, B, agree.
Yeah. Okay.
And that means there needs to be a sensible plan, which is why when Tuck gave his backstory in scene 7 or whatever, and it was banal,
okay,
and did not seem like it would be very helpful, and did not establish that he would have any power with this company at all, that you didn't stick the landing there, which is why I suggested that needed a revision.
All right.
It's all fixable.
Yeah,
I mean,
you have written very, very good stuff. You are writing connecting tissue to put on very strong bones. The bones are there, but you don't put the nervous system on the outside of the skin.
a weird analogy, but yeah.
That is a weird. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Because that would look weird.
No,
All
but like
right.
the structure is there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I'm just trying to figure out how to do that. So.
Well, start with fewer blocks of description. I think it'll get better quickly.
Mm.
All right. Next week we'll have more scripts from Diane and I, and maybe John.
I don't know about me, but it is.
Well, from me and John.
All right, Diane,
Action has something.
redo scene 2 and 3.
Okay.
That's your mission.
All right.
Just establish the stuff, have people react to the stuff in scene 3 as you introduce the ranch. That's where you're going to figure out this technique. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. Take care.
All right. Bye, everyone.
See you later. Bye. Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.